Well, I'd like to welcome Annalise Dodd, Chair of the Labour Party, who's come up to Garston today to do some door knocking with us all. And we're just showing you Venny, which is one of our great facilities for local kids, and it's an absolute lifesaver. And we're here also with Lenny Williams, local councillor. So, Lenny, why don't you tell Annalise what we're stood in front of and what's going on there?
Garston Venture Playground. First of all, thanks for coming. It's a huge honour to have you here, so we're really happy. Garston Venture Playground is the jewel in the crown, I would say, in this ward. It's been going since 1974, and basically children are brought up here, fed here, but it's a lifeline. It's a lifeline. The stuff that they've done right through COVID, the pandemic, they've done virtual youth clubs, they've done delivering food, they do hampers. It's heavily relied on volunteers. The cuts, we can't get away from the cuts. I mean, we support it with our neighbourhood fund year in, year out. This Venny, without volunteers and the community, mainly would have gone due to the cuts by this government.
Well, actually, unfortunately, we've seen so many places like this go. We've seen lots of Sure Start centres, of course, go after decisions taken by the Conservative government. I'm so delighted that this is still operating, honestly, and you were talking about how family members of yours actually went here, and we need these kind of facilities for families everywhere. Ultimately, that's so important for giving kids the best start in life, isn't it?
It is. Even there's a room there with computers which we help support where families, particularly when Universal Credit came in, the mums that can come in, they can access the benefits. They're not just youth workers or play workers here, they're literally the social workers. Carmel, who runs this Venny, is amazing.
She's great. And they quietly do things that are necessary, feed the kids. So it's like the kids come along to play, but they get food, they get properly fed, and that's increasingly important these days.
And people think that this ward is affluent, but there's a high percentage of working poor in this ward, which people just don't get their head around because it's quite nice, but people can't understand. We've got pockets of social housing, but it's the working poor, and I think that is the part that's getting missed here, and it's massive.
Well, I think right now, unfortunately, we're seeing more and more people being pushed into that category, aren't they? People who are working really hard. Often they might be working more than one job actually to try and keep their family afloat, but they just can't make ends meet. And of course that's getting worse, because we had last week this spring statement from the Conservatives. They should have put in Labour's windfall tax, get the money from those really profitable oil and gas companies, use it to subsidise families that are struggling. Are they doing it? No. So it's great we've got facilities like this, backed by fantastic MP and councillors, but ultimately we do need to see that government that's really going to be backing people too. That would make the big difference.
And that's going to be a Labour government.
Absolutely.